From Cajun Country to Death Valley, this is Fishbowl Sports Radio.
We're breaking down every snap,
Swing,
slam from the Louisiana Raging Cajuns to the LSU Tigers.
2 proud programs, 1 passionate state.
Whether it's Tiger Stadium on a Saturday night,
or the Cajun Dome rocking midweek, we've
got
the
the
bold
bold
takes,
takes,
insider
insider
scoops, and homegrown pride you won't hear anywhere else.
Fishbowl Sports Radio, where Louisiana sports come to.
Welcome into the Talk on Highland, powered by Fishbowl Sports. I got this, I guess, I'm going to call y'all a lovely trio. Got Bear. Okay, Bear's on this end. It's my camera right, okay? I'm kind of getting used to this stuff. Bear right here, and we got Juicy on, let's see, okay, yeah, on that.
It'd be your left, my right.
Yeah. It's always inverse, basically, when you're talking to anything here. I've been doing this a long time with camera work, and I still struggle with it. If there's a flaw in me, it's this right here. But
just blame it on Juicy.
Yeah, I will blame it on Juicy here. But anyway, let's talk about it. No big news happened in LSU sports, so that's the episode. Bye, guys. I'm kidding.
And that's all, folks.
Yeah, Bear, you lead us off. Any thoughts?
Well, as I briefly stated in my live the other day, announcing when it was finally official that Lane Kiffin, the Lane train, choo-choo, coming into Baton Rouge. And I'm excited to see what this Charlie Weiss Jr. with this offense. I mean, his dad was an offensive mastermind, so I'm excited to see what is going to take place.
Mastermind.
No, Charlie Weiss was an offensive mastermind.
Talking about Charlie Weiss? I thought you were talking about Monty Kiffin. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about Charlie Weiss because I just mentioned Charlie Weiss Jr. His dad was an amazing offensive mind, and I mean, he's done good things at Ole Miss with him and Kiffin make a good team. I'm excited to see what they're going to do here in Baton Rouge. And tomorrow is early National Signing Day, so there's a lot of news to talk about with that also. Who's going to commit, who's going to flip, who's going to stay, who's going to leave.
That's already starting.
Yeah, it's already starting, but I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, I'm not crazy about the money that we had to spend, but hey, I'm all aboard the Lane train, baby. Let's go. We in it to win it.
Do you see any thoughts? How you think Kiffin's going to do in Baton Rouge?
I think it's a great hire. I mean, yeah, the money might be a little much, and I mean, though the process was kind of messy on both sides. You know, with him stonewalling Ole Miss, saying that he's gonna take the staff, don't let him coach, yada yada. And yeah, we dished out a lot of money again, but I think it's a lot better hire than Brian Kelly, better fit. He's already got plenty of SEC experience, and Ole Miss, before Lane Kiffin even got to Ole Miss in 2020, Ole Miss only had two 10-win seasons since 1972. Lane Kiffin already had 3 of them in like the past 5 years, and then their first ever 11-win season this year. So he's had a lot of success. I think it's a great hire for LSU.
All right, so y'all want to know what old Chief thinks about this whole entire mess here? Well, here's what I'm thinking. This is going to end up either one or two ways here, and they're both on an extreme end. Either LSU is going to run and win a national championship under Lane Kiffin, or you might as well set the train on fire. It's going to burn up and be really bad, because that's usually how the Lane Kiffin story goes. But he has not made it to the pinnacle yet. He has not won a national championship yet. But, there's only like 3 active coaches, I think, that's actually won a national championship in college football right now.
But Lane Kiffin's a great coach. I mean,
I'm not saying he isn't a great coach, but it could end up either one or two ways. Look at the USC situation in Tennessee as well. He only spent
he
1
was
year.
also younger then too, and he wasn't really as mature. So I kind of give that a little.
And let's not forget that Nick Saban fired him like the week before the national championship game too, because he was unprepared and whatever. But
he was ready to go to Florida Atlantic, basically preparing his staff.
But he already had that head coaching gig at Florida Atlantic, so he kind of was going out the door anyway.
So I mean, it's
you live and you learn.
There's a lot of pieces that we have to solve.
But there is a chance that can happen, but I'm leaning more towards him having success at LSU, because if he can win at Ole Miss, he definitely should be able to win at LSU.
I mean, he does share a lot in common with Coach O, technically. Both
not only that, you have to look at the recruiting base. You have Louisiana, historically for college football has been a pipeline for, major pipeline for recruiting for, for schools all over in the Deep South. And at Ole Miss, he didn't. Oxford, Mississippi, you don't have that luxury, because the state of Mississippi, you're competing with state, and you're also competing with Southern Miss, and the good thing about LSU is that you're the only Power 4 school.
Power 5 school.
You're the only Power 5 school in the state, so there's really nobody else to compete against you in recruiting.
Yeah,
and I mean, New Orleans has historically been a recruiting hotbed. They've put out some major talent over the years in college football, so you have that advantage also.
So we also got Blake Baker interviewing for the Tulane job.
I hope he don't get it, honestly. I hope he stays, because
Sunbelt Billy too, baby. Sunbelt Billy interviewed for the job.
Looking like he's gaining some steam there than Tulane as well. I hope he don't get it, because the Cajuns have to go play them in 2027.
Coach O also wants the job too.
Yeah, that's
yeah. But I need him. I need him to coach my defensive line here at LSU. We need him as a D-line coach.
I think Lane would hire him on. Him and Lane are good friends.
Yeah, but it's up to the school though. After all that con that happened when he was messing around with the little girls. After the divorce.
That's true, though.
Yep,
but at least they weren't underage, so can't say that.
Hey, if anybody is watching the show, please join in on the chat. We would love to hear your comments, or love to listen to your comments.
Well, at least we know we'd like to score 40 points a game now, though, baby. At least we just can't give up 41 points a game.
Yeah. Hopefully, Kiffin. LSU's biggest problem right now, they need offensive linemen. They need that's where you build your football team from. Look, and a great offensive line can make an average running back or an average quarterback look good. Okay, that's all you need.
That's Jim Harbaugh mentality.
That's Jim Harbaugh's had a lot of success. Look at Michigan and stuff like that. Now, granted, but he's everywhere he went, he has success, and that's for the formula he used. So I mean, it's hard to refute that.
Oh well, we about to not have a sluggish offense now, though.
Don't matter. We still got to have a running game.
Yeah. So what y'all think about this? There's a couple of Ole Miss players that came out and refuted what Kiffin said about, that's not what you said to us in the meeting. And he said that they're basically saying that he went to the meeting and stuff like that, completely refuting what he said yesterday. So
I thought he wasn't invited to the meeting. Like he missed it because of the travel schedule going to Baton Rouge.
Somebody's okay. I think it might. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Wait. Somebody's. Hold on a second, y'all. I saw something pop up here. I know y'all can still hear me. I got y'all muted for a second. LSU commit Lamar Brown to pass on early signing day and will wait for Lane Kiffin to pick his staff. Yep. That okay. I unmuted y'all. Somebody.
It's got to be him.
Okay, yeah, it's Juicy. I'm gonna mute Juicy. All right. So LSU commit Lamar Brown to pass on early signing and will wait for Lane Kiffin to pick his staff. That is the latest push I have received from ESPN.
AKA, he's waiting to see if Frank Wilson's going to be retained or not, because Frank Wilson's basically what's holding his class. It's holding what we have left.
Yeah. Do y'all think y'all expect anybody from Ole Miss to come over to LSU?
In the transfer portal, we already had a tight end commit that was committed to Ole Miss, flip to LSU like a few hours ago.
Yeah, I think right now both schools are just doing like a little politicking a little bit here. Oh, Juicy dropped. Okay.
But I definitely think during the transfer portal that some of them will. If we can get Austin Simmons, because we need a quarterback. If we can get Austin Simmons, that would be great. If we can get Sam Levitt, if he decides to transfer, that would be awesome. Sam Levitt would be an instant Heisman Trophy candidate next year.
Not behind LSU's offensive line.
Well, ideally, yes, but I mean,
excuse me.
Surely Kiffin's got a plan to fix the offensive line.
Yeah, it's that's the big part there. LSU's defense is good. The only problem with them this year, toward the end, and like they were just on the field for almost the whole entire game.
Well, I can tell you this: Cortez Hankton, he needs to go. He is not a good coach. He's not done us any favors this year.
Yeah, I mean, Coach O would be a really good instant boost to that D line. I like Coach O at D line because he understands. It's just gonna depend on if everything kind of stays together. Like if he can keep the staff together and like they have that past stuff with Coach O with the messing around and that like losing focus on what was important right there at that point, basically.
I mean, we can sit here and talk about who he should keep and who he shouldn't keep, but at the end of the day, he's the man making $13 million, and he's the one that gets the final say so.
Yep, and you got to get along with people too.
Yeah,
that's another thing too, for sure.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Baker staying. I mean, that would be a huge boost to keep him.
I do think Blake Baker would be a really good boost to this team. Staying, I think it would really help out LSU a lot here. So, what y'all think about this undefeated run by LSU men's basketball and LSU women's basketball, fellas?
Man, Paradise Jam champions. They won the Emerald. Women's won the Paradise Jam. Men's won the Emerald Coast Classic. I mean, as far as I'm going to start with men's basketball first. As far as for men's basketball, well, Jalen Green, we lost him for the year again. Another injury. He's out for the year, so that's going to hurt. But I feel like men's basketball, like they have a very deep roster this year, like deepest that they've ever had, and hopefully Trades Green coming back sometime soon will definitely bolster that team. As far as for women's basketball, their rosters, like, I mean, they've got all the pieces that they need to, legit win a national championship this year. They have just as deep a bench as any, and their bench players can also be starters on any given night.
They can score.
I mean, they can definitely score.
They can score. They can get inside there if they need to, or even shoot.
And they play very physical too, and I like that. I like a team that plays inside out instead of outside in.
Like the Pistons from the 90s or something.
They did have a couple nice block shots in a couple of those games in that tournament. That, man, like it was it was pretty awesome to watch. But of course, I'm gonna, when it comes to basketball philosophy, I'm aggressive. Like, I'm always gonna attack. I'm gonna force you to come inside.
You know that LSU earned a commitment from Lafayette Christian wide receiver Braden Allen.
Yeah, he flipped from Oklahoma. That was
Yeah.
pretty good. He said the best players stay in the boot. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's see here.
You gotta get physical, especially in the paint. Like
Yeah, you force them. You shut down their perimeter shooting, and you force them to drive inside on you, and that's when you let your defense go to work.
I saw
And
some stats earlier.
It's exactly what the LSU women's basketball is doing, and they're aggressive, and I like it. Yeah, they get a couple technicals every once in a while, but in a game. But hey, I'm about the aggressiveness. I like it.
LSU basketball. That's what I should just type in. They had some stats from LSU basketball that I want to bring up here. And defensively, LSU is looking better than they did in years past here. Because
was it last week that what's his name? Akonwo or whatever? Akono, the foreigner dude, the foreigner. He was like 8th in the nation in like points per game and per minutes or whatever. He was like averaging 30 minutes a game, and he was like 8th in the nation in average, like 30 points a game. So I mean, they seem to be doing good things. I mean, the season is still young yet. We haven't gotten into conference play, but men's basketballs definitely look like they've turned the corner from last year.
I'm still not sold yet.
Me neither, but they're about halfway to their win total of last year. So
yeah, yeah, that's the conference play is going to be the real determining how well you do against your peers, which I think is the same
play is what matters.
I mean, yeah. I hope they like run the table in conference and surprise everybody and get to the Final Four or something crazy.
Yeah, but man, Arkansas is tough to beat. Auburn's gonna be tough to beat.
So far, LSU basketball's net ranking so far, the NCAA just dropped out their first net ranking of the year. They have them at number 19.
19, yeah.
RPI is 5th so far. Strength of schedule is 270.
Looks like Florida's back too, so
yeah, let me share this screen with y'all real quick here.
If we play Florida, Florida looks like they're back. They're a legit national title contender this year. They're actually playing are they playing Duke tonight, I think?
I could find out real quick, but I had to switch my screen and stuff. But
Florida and somebody, it was a big game tonight.
Florida used to be really good in basketball, man.
Well, they're back.
You see, look, I'm looking at this December 7th matchup with Texas Tech coming up. That should be a really good game for LSU. ESPN2, by the way.
Okay, that'll be.
Florida used to be really good in basketball until Billy Donovan left.
LSU's best win so far this year, I think, was actually Drake. Oh no, well. Yeah, probably Drake, honestly. I know that New Orleans been kind of up there with the RPI and stuff, but as far as net goes, I think, yeah, Drake looks like they're the highest one so far. Then they got SMU right after that. So that should be kind of a talk. These two games right here that I'm looking at should be a good sign to see how really good this LSU basketball team is. I think that's kind of.
The women's their streak is their 100-point streak is still, they're up to like what, 8 now?
It's like 8 games. I think it is 8 games right now. You got Southeastern, Prairie View A&M, and Southern Miss coming up right after those. The 2 tough games here, but they should win all 3 of those games.
Yeah, they should definitely win all 3 of those.
So yeah,
Texas Tech game is gonna be really interesting.
Then January. Once January starts, it's on like Donkey Kong, as it say.
Yeah, it's conference play.
And then it's all just conference play. Then we'll get to that first when we get to it. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing from LSU basketball so far. But I mean, it is way early, like y'all were saying before. But I mean,
November. It's December now. But
let me go pull up women's basketball for y'all real quick here. Let's go to team.
Well, I know on the women's basketball, man, they've got those 2 that what's that Hines or whatever her name is? She's a stone cold killer on the court.
Yeah, she is.
Man, that girl can shoot a 3. Like
And
she's a
She
stone.
can shoot a three.
she's got some really quick feet though too.
She does. She is a stone cold killer on the
She
court.
can she knows how to run that perimeter. Like she can get across court real fast.
I think, and she's only a freshman. Can you believe that? And she's actually not playing like a freshman. She's playing like an experienced player, experienced, 2 or 3 year player.
Yeah,
So
look, you see, this is gonna be one good game right here at Duke.
the Duke, yeah. So yeah, that Hines, man, she's a stone cold killer on the court, as I said before. She's
You get
phenomenal.
those.
I like to watch her.
And
That's
she,
gonna
I
be all
mean, she
December
can make it from
4th.
the. She can make it from the parking lot. But I mean,
Hey, that's fine. I'm good with it.
hey, I ain't mad.
And
I'm
she
just
doesn't
saying.
turn the ball over very much. That's good. That's a good sign. Very good sign.
You got Kentucky starting off in January 1st. The new year opens up with Kentucky. Then Vanderbilt, you get Georgia and Vandy on the road. Then that Texas game is going to be a heck of a game for LSU to play.
Oh yeah, and Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's a brutal 2 weeks right there. I was wondering where South Carolina was at, and it says they're further on in February. Okay, so yeah, it's.
We need to play them early and get it over.
I kind of want to see. Juicy, you ready for the predictor?
I'm ready.
Let's see what the predictor says. Okay.
The magic crystal ball of Warren Nolan.
Yeah, 29-1 and 15-1. Let's see where they got this thing. Who's the loss? Who do you think the loss is? I'm gonna say South Carolina.
South Carolina.
It's probably got
South Carolina.
Let's see where. Texas.
Oh, okay.
It's Texas. Probably because they're ranked 2. That's what I'm thinking. I think just because they're ranked number 2 and their RPI is 8. South Carolina's got them winning by 1 point over South Carolina. The predictor is just a fun thing to go look at. There's really nothing serious about it.
We just use it as like fun purpose.
Yeah,
fun.
it's not. Predicting the future is hard, like I always say. But I mean, this is kind of one of those things. There, I should have did it for the men, but I can go back and go do the men. Let me see real quick. I want to see what.
Let's just see what it says for fun.
Yeah, let's see what it says for the men, because 29-1. That's a 1 seed, dude.
I mean, I'm not saying they don't.
That's
I'm not
saying
they ain't talent.
That is definitely a 1 seed.
That's definitely a 1 seed. Now they got them at 7-0 here.
I'm not saying they ain't talented enough to do it, but I still think that's a little bit of a stretch.
Let's see. Predicted results. 17-14. Okay.
For the men?
Worse.
For the men. 6-12 in conference. Now, granted, it's probably going with rank a lot, okay? Because it does favor ranked teams a good bit, though, too. It's got them losing to Tech, got them losing to SMU, A&M, got them beating South Carolina, losing to Vandy, losing to Kentucky, losing to Missouri.
How you gonna lose? South Carolina men's basketball is like the worst team in the SEC, and the women's is the best team. How you gonna lose to South Carolina?
Lose to Florida, lose to Arkansas, win Mississippi State.
Yeah, Florida's ranked like number 4, I think.
How they gonna lose to Vandy too? Because Vandy men's basketball ain't that good.
Yo, calm down, guys. It's the predictor. It's just throwing numbers out. Okay, I'm trying to see where the.
But I do remember somebody saying that, when it comes to baseball and softball, that the predictor is basically like the Bible.
Not really. It ain't me that said that.
Yes, you that said that.
No, me and Chief will get on there. Like one year when LSU won the Natty in 23, I think it was, they had LSU going like 52-4 or some kind of ridiculous number, and we was like, whoa.
Yeah, I remember that
at
one.
At one point, and we was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
like,
really
hard. That was shocked, to be honestly. The predictor is always fun. I like messing with it a little bit. It does kind of give you a little bit.
See, Alabama's is a tough team. Is Texas even good at basketball?
Texas usually has a pretty solid team.
I don't know about the men. The women are pretty good.
Oklahoma, surprised they gave them a win against Oklahoma with their RPI being like that. Let's see where LSU's are. They got them at 144. Where is it without the predictor? Where they were saying 56 right here. So I'm wondering where. Let me see where Oklahoma is right now, because I'm trying to see where it's. Watch. I'm about to flip this predictor back on. Y'all watch. Let's see. South Carolina's 171, right? It had them losing, right, to South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. They play them twice. Let's see what it does. They might split them. So it's 171. They might split. I'm trying to see what this thing is like. I don't know what the formula that it uses to predict these wins and losses.
Aliens.
Alien. Okay, it's got the
Yeah,
wing. Wait. Did it change? No, never mind. It's like the same. I was like, did it change on me? Because I was like, okay, so maybe it's got some home court stuff going on there because it's got them losing on the road. I mean,
It's
that's
the
more
Mafia.
likely to happen than at home. Obviously, not gonna. I think they would sweep South Carolina. I don't think they would go that way. It's kind of interesting the predictors going that kind of way with it here.
It's the
Yeah, because
Mafia
like,
that controls it.
Yeah,
because
but
like
look,
South Carolina men's basketball is like the worst in the SEC. I don't
it's
know
only
how
got
you
8 games. It's only got 7, 8 games in there, so I wouldn't bank too much on this thing. It doesn't have enough information in there yet. I like to get about a good hefty set of 10 to 15 games before I really start taking it more
Yeah,
seriously.
don't have enough of a sample size yet.
Yeah, you'll figure it out at some point, and you're kind of like, okay, like the last 4 games of the season, then it's gonna obviously be like, yeah, like this is where it is. Then it comes more honed in what
And
RPI at ranking you're gonna get in. So because
men's
it's all about
basketball's
that.
men's basketball is playing a little more aggressive too, and I kind of like it. Like, I like the deep bench. I like the aggressiveness.
I hold my
So
judgment till conference play.
same, but I'm just saying, like so far, I mean, the sample size we've seen against the schedule, like it's definitely improved from last year. They're
What
not
y'all thinking
turning
about
over
the
the ball as
Boston?
much.
What y'all think about Boston College and this Texas Tech games coming up for LSU basketball?
I mean,
Y'all, we got wins or we got losses?
oh, they should be able to beat Boston College. Texas Tech,
Maybe
oh,
Boston College. I doubt Texas Tech. I don't think that
I
happens.
don't think they're gonna. I mean, it is at the PMAC, but or is that what is the coast to
No, it's
coast
in
challenge?
Fort
What is
Worth.
that?
Fort
Okay,
Worth, the
well, never
Coast to
mind.
Coast
Neutral
Challenge.
site. Yeah. So, well,
It's not in
it's
Lubbock
closer.
though, so it's not in Lubbock either.
It is a neutral site game, quote
So
unquote.
we get one of the bottom feeders for the ACC SEC challenge. I mean, really, they gonna disrespect us like that?
Hey, it can be a win. Hey, wins count.
Yeah, but we get Boston College. I mean, why couldn't it's Florida and Duke that's playing tonight? That's what I thought because it's the SEC ACC challenge.
I think they'll beat Boston College. I got them losing to Texas Tech. I'll make that
Yeah,
prediction right now.
same. Definitely they should win the next two out of. I mean, the next 2 out of
I
3
think they can
against
beat SMU and
SMU.
Boston College. I mean, I hope they surprise me. I hope they upset Texas Tech though. I don't think it'll happen, but
It'll be on ESPN2. You can watch it on Sunday.
Oh, I
All
definitely will be
right.
watching.
Let me get us back on screen here. And let's go pull up the conference championship picks.
oh, that's right. We got that.
So there's LSU is not competing for a conference championship in SEC this year.
It's Georgia and Alabama again.
It's
Great.
gonna be Georgia and Alabama, of course.
Committee needs to look into that. That's too predictable. You
Yeah.
can't have the same teams every year.
Okay, I'm trying to see what. Yeah, we're gonna get into that committee stuff after we pick these games here. Let's see. Let me go. Oh, let me share it real quick so y'all can see it.
Duke's going to be in their conference championship game, and their record is 7-5.
7-5. So wait, they're not even guaranteed a playoff spot this year.
Actually,
I heard all conference champions automatically get in though.
No, not this year. It's not based because the whole Boise State ruined that.
I thought the rule was the conference champion automatically gets a spot.
No, because
it's the top 5 highest
in every
ranked.
other sport.
So
though,
is it
in
okay?
every other sport,
Listen, Juicy. It's the top 5 highest ranked conference champions.
and
So
Duke is not one of the top
in
5 highest ranked.
the scenario that Duke would win the ACC, James Madison, I think,
Would get in.
would that be your one of your top 5 ranked conference champions?
Because
Yeah.
in every other sport, the conference champions automatic bid.
Well, they changed the rule from last year because of the whole Boise State issue. When
The
Boise State got
Boise State got
blasted.
that. I think they got that bye, did they? There was something about somebody
Yes,
getting a bye that ticked a bunch of people off.
they did. It was Boise State because
Yeah.
Clemson was the number 12 seed, and they felt like they should have been ranked higher because they were a conference champion and played a conference championship game, and Boise State didn't, and they got a first round bye, and they got a
Texas might not
BTA.
even get in, and they kind of to
No,
me would be deserving. To
Texas
get
is
in.
definitely not getting in based off of the rankings this week,
Well, Texas lost to Florida.
and they lost to Ohio State.
I mean, they do have some ugly losses. They got some good wins too, but they do have some ugly losses.
I think. I mean, let's be honest. If they don't schedule they are killing marquee matchups, non-conference in college football.
Yeah,
By the
because
way, that's
everybody's just gonna quit scheduling marquee matchups because obviously
they,
that doesn't matter to the
The
committee
win total matters more than the
yeah.
quality.
than
Head
the
to head don't
schedule.
matter. But look, we're getting too much into it right now. Let's go pick these games. Barrett, we'll start off with you. Troy taking on number 25, James Madison.
Sun Belt Championship.
Sun Belt.
Yep, Sun Belt Championship game, the West versus the East. We actually have divisions in our conference.
Oh, y'all fancy. Oh man, I don't know. I think James Madison should be able to win this. I mean, Troy. I mean, they're good, but I don't think they're JMU good.
Juicy, what you think?
I think James Madison should win this. James Madison's had a great year. Honestly, they've been pretty dominant in the Sun Belt. I think they should win it. I mean, Troy, nothing against Troy, but I don't think they're gonna have enough to win.
So James Madison, they like to do the little 5-10 yard passes and work your way down the field, run the ball in between the tackles. Defensively, that's where James Madison really does shine at.
Well, wait,
Defensively,
didn't their coach just get hired by was it UCLA?
I think so.
Man, that's the second one. Golly, y'all putting that, man, they got a coach pipeline over here at JMU.
Yeah, but they got they use student dollars to fund their athletic base.
So tuition basically funds.
Yeah, basically that's why they're probably one of the richest universities in the Sun Belt. Whereas UL doesn't do something like that.
Yeah,
Didn't
they're a
Kurt
private
Cignetti-
university
wasn't
that
Kurt
has a lot of.
Cignetti, James Madison.
Yep.
Wait, I'm fielding
Yes,
two
he
questions.
was.
What Cignetti you talking about?
Yeah, he
Yes.
ended up being a great hire for Indiana.
Yeah. So I got James Madison beating Troy. I think the East will win the title this year. But look, don't count out Troy. You want to know why? Because they won the Sun Belt in 2022 and 2023 most recently. So they're definitely not one to sleep on. But I think, and you know what? As crazy it is, the Cajuns were one game away from being in where Troy's at right now. If they would have beat Troy, they would have been in the Sun Belt championship game.
Still wouldn't have picked him.
I would have picked them.
I figured you would, but
A little bit of bias going on there.
we got the Owls taking on Jacksonville State, Kennesaw State. That is. You know what? I'm glad for Kennesaw State. What you think, Bear?
man, they were a D2 school or just a few years ago and then made the jump up. I do their baseball team did come to Alex Box and play in a regional a few years ago, but Jacksonville State, I mean, even with Rich Rod leaving and going back to West Virginia, they're still dominant. So I think they should be able to win. They should be able to beat Kennesaw State.
What you think, Juicy?
I agree. I think even with Rich Rod, like he said, that's shouldn't matter. I think that I can't think of their name. God, it slipped my mind. Jacksonville State should win this game.
You know what? I've been kind of like, so Conference USA is the worst conference in college football, like major college football, I would say. So comparing both these teams here, I want to see what ESPN has on their FBI predictor on this game because I think it'd be kind of interesting to see where that one's at here. So let's
Oh
see
wait,
here.
I should have pulled it up so you didn't have to. Let me get my computer on going here and I'll pull it up.
Let's see here. Does it? Oh, it's certain about top 25. I could have all the games. Come on now.
Hang on, I've got
Thank
you.
you. Let's see. So Kennesaw State is favored by 2.5 points in this game. So let's see. I want to see what this thing even says here. It's got Kennesaw State 51.9% matchup predictor. I do think that is a little bit favored here.
That's a toss up.
Yeah.
That's in toss-up territory.
Yeah, it could go either way. I mean, Kennesaw State they did lose to Jacksonville State earlier this year.
Oh,
26.
so they definitely gonna lose again.
Well, it might be a revenge game.
Yeah, it was, but Kennesaw State did play that game on the road though too.
Man,
So
you got eight of them, 4 Friday and 4 Saturday, or
yeah,
5
so I'm
Saturday.
thinking I'm gonna go against y'all. Give me the Owls to get their first Conference USA championship.
What?
UNLV taking on Boise State. Bear, what you thinking? 8:00 on Fox on a Friday.
Give me the Fighting Mullins. I like the Fighting Mullins this year. They've got something cooking, and Boise State's clearly not the same team that they were a year ago.
What you thinking, Juicy?
I was thinking the same thing. I was going to go with the Fighting Dan Mullins as well. He's done quite a bit for his already short stay at UNLV, taking them to conference championship games. So I got UNLV.
You know what? There's a chance that I might actually agree with y'all. I'm taking UNLV myself. I got them beating up Boise State. You know, UNLV, Boise State is favored in this game. These stupid ads.
Well, I'm on the ESPN. I'm on the ESPN right now. It ain't showing no ads for. Well, I got one at the top, but
that little corner it pops up on my screen because I have to have y'all like unmuted so I can hear y'all on Facebook. But and I can hear y'all too. UNLV, they're winning game. They're 10-2. Boise State is favored, but I think they'll lose it. UNLV's got a 3,000-yard passer too, so that helps.
Oh yeah, that does help.
That goes a long ways.
North Texas taking on Tulane here on ABC. This one is going to be for a CFP spot. Straight up. Tulane loses this game. They're not getting in. North Texas loses. They're not getting in. And they're both ranked in the CFP. Bear, what do you think?
They are ranked ahead of James Madison, though. And I tell you what, now that Summerall's gone, he's not coaching Tulane. I tell you what, I'm taking the Mean Green, North Texas, to win it. And up. Well,
Oof. Look, I'll see if it's an upset. I'll see what Vegas says. 2.5 points for North Texas. It's not an upset. Technically speaking, it's a toss-up. They got a toss-up territory.
But yeah, all the distraction of Summerall being gone, I'm taking the Mean Green.
I don't know why CBS doesn't have any of these. Like they usually have the little deals. Oh, probably because I got on schedule.
Actually, I just read something not that long ago.
There it is.
Summerall's actually going to be allowed. They're actually allowed him to coach.
They are, but still
finish it out.
What you thinking, Juicy?
Because of the fact that he is going to be allowed to coach it with his players and finish out with his players, I still think Tulane's going to win the game.
No, he's already gone. Mentally, he's not there. He's in Florida. No, not buying it.
Not buying it.
Well, I'm going to stick with Tulane.
Well, North Texas almost has a 4,000-yard passer.
Yeah, and they did not play each other in the regular season.
So I mean, this is kind of like one of those where you're like, okay, like who is gonna show up here? Who's gonna win this game here? It is in Ullman. It's in New Orleans,
Don't
so
matter.
it's you got to think about the home turf kind of thing there too here. But I've seen looking at like common opponents and stuff. I'm actually favoring North Texas in it too because it seems like
Yeah,
they've controlled their common
they've
games that they've played against.
they've blown out everybody that Tulane played.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
Like they've
thinking.
blown out by at least 20 points. They've blown out everybody.
I'm thinking that I got North Texas. I just don't see Tulane but to pull it off
Well,
here.
I mean their coach is gone too, but I mean still.
Number 11, BYU taking on number 4, Texas Tech. Bear, who you got?
Oh, it's the Big 12 rematch. And you know what? BYU didn't pull it off last time. And it's in Arlington. And they're not going to win this time. I'm going with the Red Raiders. Give me the NIL money, baby. Give me the NIL.
What you thinking, Juicy?
I'm thinking the Red Raiders as well.
I think the Red Raiders win it too. I mean, I hate to do a clean sweep against BYU, but you know, there's arguments for BYU to be in this playoff too, which
Well, they
If
lose,
they
they
win,
not.
hey, if they win, they'll definitely be in it.
they'll definitely be in if they win. So they're gonna have a little extra pep in their step, but it'll be interesting to see. But I got the Red Raiders winning it though.
They better show up because they got embarrassed last time.
Yeah, Miami, Ohio taking on Western Michigan. I think this is for the MAC. Let me see.
Yeah, the MAC.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a fact.
Yeah. So what y'all thinking, boys?
I'm gonna go with Western Michigan.
Same.
I agree with
Western
both
Michigan.
of y'all. I think Western Michigan wins it. Number 3, Georgia taking on number 9, Alabama. Let me ask you this question before we go any further. If Alabama loses this game, are they out of the
Yes.
CFP?
Probably, I think so.
Yes.
Because they'll be a 3-loss team, and there's a big thing about 3-loss teams getting in there.
Okay, Bear, who you going in this one?
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Just because I don't want Alabama to win.
Okay. What you thinking, Juicy?
I'm gonna go with Georgia in the revenge game. Georgia almost came back. I think Georgia got pretty far down in the first matchup. They almost came back to win. So I think Georgia will get them this time.
Yeah, that's the beauty about Kirby Smart. You don't beat him twice.
Yeah.
He's gone.
What's that coming down the track, right?
Yeah,
Green
you
machine,
don't
red
beat
and
Kirby
black.
twice.
It's the meme machine in the red and black. Georgia beats Alabama on Saturday. Duke taking on number 17, Virginia. ACC. Now, this is the one that I'm kind of interested in. Will the game be fixed by the officials is a good question. Watch out for that one. I'll put that out here on the internet just in case they pull any tomfoolery so y'all can pull this back up. Bear, what you think?
Virginia beat them in the head-to-head, like right earlier in the year.
Yes.
So I think Duke's gonna pull it off. I just got a weird feeling, like Manny Diaz. He figured out some things from last time. Duke's playing better than they were last time when they played Virginia. So I'm picking the Blue Devils. I think they're gonna pull the upset.
What you thinking, Juicy?
Yeah, I think so. Why not, man? It's conference championship Saturday. Weird things can happen. I think I'm gonna go with Virginia. I mean, Duke as well.
I think the officials are gonna ruin this. I think the ACC is gonna rig it against Duke.
I mean, either way, Virginia doesn't have a chance of making the playoffs. They're too far out.
Well, unless they get a lot of help from up above.
Well, I mean, they're gonna have to like the ACC's only shot would be what, Miami maybe.
Miami, yeah, but Miami's not in the conference championship. They're
Yeah,
playing at
I
large.
think it's one of the top 5 highest ranked conference champions. I think is what it is. You get one for the G5 that gets an auto bid,
which would be JMU,
or
depending on how the
a
cards
Tulane.
are.
Probably it'll probably be like Tulane, North Texas winner.
I'll
That's
go
where your
ahead.
G5 would come from. And then the other four would probably, it'd be the Georgia, Alabama, the Ohio State, Indiana game that we're gonna pick next. Let me see, the BYU, Texas Tech. So that's your three. So yeah, I think if Virginia wins, they're in.
Okay, that's
So
fair.
And next we got the
I'm,
game
I'm
of
gonna go. I'm gonna go with Virginia. All right,
the biggest
because
game of the week.
I'm thinking the refs are gonna rig this toward Virginia, and yeah, I don't know. I got a bad feeling about that game because it's just too perfect to rig it. It's a perfect situation to rig something that way, and I don't trust the
Mhm.
committee anyway.
Nope.
Number 2, Indiana taking number 1, Ohio State. What you think, Bear?
I mean, Indiana's good. They deserve to be where they ranked at, but they're not Ohio State good. I mean, Ohio State it's going to be a close game, but I think they'll take down Indiana. Indiana's just not quite on that level yet to compete with them.
What you thinking, Juicy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ohio State, man. I'm gonna agree with Bear on that. I think Indiana, nothing to take away from. I think they've had a great year, and honestly, they've had some great years with Kirk Signetti. Because either way, I mean, Indiana's getting in the playoffs either way, win or lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
I shouldn't be too. I don't think they'd be too worried about that. But I know they feel like they're gonna want to have to win it, and they still gonna have something to play for because
Yeah,
they want
you're
to
gonna
beat Ohio
you're gonna.
State. But
Well, what's on the lines that bye?
yeah, they are playing for a bye week.
Yeah, that first round bye.
That's
But
probably more important than the conference championship. One less game, one less chance for your players to get injured. I
so,
mean,
but yeah, I'm gonna go with Ohio State though.
I I want Indiana to win this game so bad.
So, I mean, the same, but
Yeah,
I
like
just
I
don't
think
think it's going to happen.
4.5 point. I'm gonna go with Ohio State. It hurts me to say that. Man, like I really want Indiana. I'm really rooting for them because they've been at the bottom of the Big Ten for so long in years, and then
Indiana's been a bottom dweller. Now they're all of a sudden a good football school.
So give me Ohio State. I'm gonna go. I'm cheering for Indiana. I'm letting it know that I'm going to take.
Oh, got him muted.
Lost them.
Who? I don't know. I'm here.
No, somebody was mic spiking or something.
Chief.
I'm
Well,
here.
I didn't hear him, but he's back now. I hear him.
Okay, must have been a thing. I wonder if my thing. I'm sharing this. All right, here. All right, that was going way out my mic. I was wondering what that was. Dang, Juicy, you got something going on your side, buddy. Caleb, you hear me?
Yeah,
Bear.
I hear you. I'm
Okay.
here.
All right, making sure everybody's good. Yeah, Juicy about to drop. That's why I was hearing that noise. All right, well, I think we covered everything except for the committee. I'm sure Juicy's going to join in on this discussion whenever he gets back in here. But, I mean, Bear, start us off with this committee.
You really want me to do this?
Go ahead. I'll let you have the floor.
So, look, I'm just at this point. I mean, what are we even playing the games for? Marquee matchups don't matter. You lose, it puts you at 3 losses. Like Texas, you're out. I mean, if we're not taking into account like Miami beating Notre Dame and Texas A&M beating Notre Dame, I mean, that was their 2 losses on their season. They've beaten everybody else. Like, if you really want to force Notre Dame to play an independent schedule and see if they can make it on their own. These Big Ten ACC schools need to quit. They need to quit put Notre Dame on the schedule and force them to play a true independent schedule like BYU used to do before they joined the Big 12. I mean,
Or have them
at
join the
this,
conference.
or have them join a conference. Yeah, or have Notre Dame join a conference. Pick one. I mean, it feels like to me like there is some bias. Like they're just wanting to put in the blue blood programs that the most recognizable for marketing purposes. So like at this point, everybody, oh, we got to get away from the BCS because it's so impartial and it's so unfair and it's the same predictable matchups every year for the national championship and the bowl games. But at this point, the BCS was the most fair and impartial system. Like I've been saying, I think we need to scrap this. We can not scrap the playoff deal, but we can go to a BCS type system with an RPI rating like they do for basketball and baseball and softball, and build a 12-team playoff out of that, and let the computers do the math. Because at this point, like it just, I don't know. I'm done with it.
The BCS you would get your marquee matchups back because you had to play someone to get move up in it, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
you did. You got
you had,
PowerPoint rankings for that.
yeah, and there's a strength of schedule was added to it, and like we're gonna lose that critical aspect of these big time games, and you need those big time games for people to perform under pressure and how well you do so, right? Of how well you're gonna do something. So with they never needed to do a committee. I never understood why a committee needed to be formed for this stuff because I think, unfortunately, like, look, if I tried to tell you, that so I went to school at UL, which is if you're like somewhere else, I don't like if you're from like a different state or something, you would think I'd be talking about Louisville. I went to University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I already have a bias towards that school. I can't tell you that I can't not tell you with any like completely straight to the face that I would be completely truthful in saying that because us as human beings, we all have a bias towards different things. Like Bear would have a bias towards LSU with anything to do with LSU because he's been supporting LSU for a long time. We all have biases as human beings. So we should have a voice in what system we have, yes, but we got to have something to counteract it that is completely doesn't have any feel like a computer doesn't have no feelings or anything towards it. I can call it stupid. It ain't going to come punch me in the face or anything until we get robots. But until we get full blown robots that have feelings and stuff. But like it's all data. They're going to run through the numbers, and that's exactly how the BCS did its thing.
It's
like
based off of an algorithm.
It's an algorithm here. So like the younger fans that may be watching this and don't understand it, the BCS was formed out of what back in the 90s, and I don't even know when the AP started naming national champions. Probably like 1940s or whatever, or 1960s. They've had this system where they were just naming national champions, and it's allowed to be a tie. I think there was one with Nebraska and
there were several with Nebraska and Penn State and Nebraska and Notre Dame and Nebraska and USC and
and they wanted to have a unified national champion. I mean, the only time the BCS that we had a split champion, I think, was in 2003, which there was technically no split champion. The AP just named USC national champion, but that's a whole other topic for another day. I don't think that because I was like, man, they should just because I thought they were going to put USC and LSU in the same game when I was younger.
That's the game everybody wanted to see.
Yeah, and it never happened. That would have been a great college football game, dude. Pete Carroll versus Nick Saban.
Yes, that would have been phenomenal.
Yeah, but we didn't get that. We got LSU in Oklahoma, but I mean,
with Big Game Bob.
Bob Stoops, bro.
Yep.
But yeah,
Beat the brakes off of them.
but anyway,
I mean, we can
we all
also
have.
look at it.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we can look at it like this too, like LHSAA for Louisiana high school football. They use kind of a similar deal where like Kinder is a 2A school, so Kinder went 10-0 this year, but they had other teams that they were ranked number 4 in the state when the rankings came out. There were other schools that were ranked, had 1 loss or 2 losses or undefeated, but Kinder got ranked higher than those other undefeated schools because in their non-district schedule, they chose to go up and play a 4A school and a 3A school. And of course, if you lose close or you beat them, then you get a certain amount of points in your PowerPoint rankings. So like, I mean, that's basically something that they could look into also.
Yeah, that is something there. I think
But
it's just,
it's got to change. We can't keep going with his biased committee. They can say it's unbiased, but it's completely biased, 100%.
yeah, it's crazy that even
Like the Miami Notre Dame thing. How you gonna put Notre Dame ranked ahead of Miami when they beat them in the head-to-head matchup? Does the head-to-head matchups not matter anymore?
I don't. It's a very sad situation.
And then look at the schedule that Notre Dame played. Their 2 toughest teams on the schedule, A&M and Miami, they lost. The rest of the schedule they played, besides USC, was all bottom feeder ACC and Big Ten teams. And I wouldn't even consider USC that good of a Big Ten team. They're like mid-tier.
Yeah.
So
Which I
like,
thought you.
why
I thought.
why
I
are
thought
they
you.
ranked ahead of Miami?
I thought USC would have been better off in the NIL deal and stuff, but it's just not looking good. I don't really know what to even like go with this stuff right here because it's gonna be crazy if it doesn't make sense to me. Disappointed in this committee. I've had very verbal things, mean things to say about the committee, but
Kirk
throughout the
Herbstreit also.
entire throughout the entire history of the college football playoff, they suck. Okay, they just suck. All right, that's all that needs to be said about them. They do this stuff like
I honest
it's all about the numbers. It's all about just trying to get the most people to watch these games. They don't look at the matchups. There's no possible way that a human being can sit there and watch all these games. Even if you got the 4-screen split, you can't. Like you as a person are going to be on there. This implicit bias is going to go in there and just vote how you want to vote for it. Already, it doesn't matter how bad they win or if they lose to whoever. You're going in there and you're already voting it the way you want to vote for it. So it doesn't matter.
I
It doesn't
mean,
matter if they play the games or not.
Kirk Herbstreit has also been very outspoken about this whole mess with the committee. And today he put out a tweet about, I mean, basically the marquee matchups in college football are dead because of, the Texas Ohio State thing, the Texas game when they lost to Ohio State and Florida. And I mean, yeah, Florida, but still, like, and the whole Notre Dame being ranked ahead of Miami, like, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yep. Well,
I wouldn't be surprised if in about 10 years we found out that these committee people were getting kickbacks from these schools, like these collectives were funneling money, basically bribing them to put their schools in, you know,
that's the one
it,
thing I'm worried about with all the NIL stuff. Like, are these
it wouldn't
boosters
surprise
gonna
me.
like pay a player not to perform well so they can get something done or whatever with it? You know.
Well, then you're talking about sports gambling at that point, and that's always been a thing.
Yeah. So we're going to watch out for. So thank y'all for tuning in here to this episode here of the Fishbowl Sports here. I think we had a good episode. Hope y'all
Yeah.
enjoyed it. We covered a lot of topics here. Hope you have a great and wonderful night. We're going to see you here next time here on Fishbowl Sports. Have a good night, Fishbowl Nation.
Good night.